Hello everyone, we are Group Unknown. Our presentation is about the company Kcash. We will talk about the company's advertisement and the related marketing approach, its challenges and obstacles, and other insights at the end. Kcash was founded in 2002. It is under the Cornell FinTech and provides loan service, especially property loan business. In 2015, Kcash introduced the financial technology elements to the application, which not only allowed brick and mortar, but also online application with no handling fee. The target customer of Kcash is citizens who are above 18 years old and need money or loan, mainly for business, investment, studying, home ownership, etc. Its aim is to break the boundaries of lending money, and the concept is to use the latest financial technology products combined with the internet, hoping to provide a new and more convenient loan experience to customers. Here is the Kcash advertisement clip.
Temporal discounting is one of the marketing approaches Kcash used. It is also called time preference, in which people are more impatient in present choices than in future choices. They think that receiving money now is more valuable than in future, because the cost of repayments will be lower now. By advertising, Kcash promotes a concept, which is borrowing money now for pursuing dreams is a smart action. Consumers will then think that it is easy to pursue their dreams, and they will be more desirable to borrow money immediately from Kcash.
Next, Kcash has adopted the mere exposure effect. People tend to develop a preference for things that are more familiar to them than others. Repeat exposure increases familiarity. Kcash has its own theme song included in its advertisements, and the latest one is called Kcash is Everywhere. The song can be heard from the advertisements on television, and it is played at least once during the prime time every day. It can also be accessed via YouTube, Bilibili, and social media like Facebook and Instagram as well. The high exposure of the song advertises the service of Kcash. The mere exposure effect can work more effectively, especially when the lyrics of the song is brainwashing. People can remember the lyrics easily. And there are also print advertisements promoting the service of Kcash. And therefore, with the higher exposure of the service, people are more familiar with that. As a result, they tend to choose this company when they need these kinds of service. Besides, cognitive dissonance theory is adopted to the marketing strategies of Kcash. There is mental discomfort when individual has two conflicting beliefs. As we all know, the service that Kcash provides is known, which people usually have a negative image on it. Yet, in the reality, people may really need the service under certain circumstances. These two conflicting beliefs lead to mental discomfort. However, the advertisement of Kcash can change the attitude of the audience towards known. The advertisement brings out a message that it is a way to help to pursue dreams and solve financial problems, but not an inglorious incident due to poverty or failure. As a consequence, people may be more willing to seek help from Kcash. Furthermore, the advertisement can increase the contact between individuals and known. As such, stereotypes towards known can be overcome.
The next marketing approach is informational influence. It means going along with the crowd because you think the crowd knows more than you do. Often, people get valuable information from others, and sometimes they give more weight to what others tell than what they see and hear themselves. Especially when people do not know how to behave or do not have time to think for themselves. However, sometimes what the others do may be wrong. In this case, there are many advertisements from Kcash showing different successful cases of their customers. When people need money and they do not know what to do, especially under urgent situations, they will follow when they see the advertisements of Kcash. People will think they are being correct as they follow what the others do.
Moreover, the strategies used in the advertisement is to make the customer be more emotional and be touched by the advertisement. According to the two factors of emotions, emotional stimulus leads to psychological arousal and cognitive labor, and thus emotion occurred. In this case, the stimulus occurred from watching the scenario where the couple break up with each other due to financial problem, because people may easily put themselves into the scenario. The reason is that financial problem is one of the common problems faced by Hong Kongers, and thus they may be emotional. Furthermore, they may be touched by the advertisement at the end, because the ending tells us that Kcash played an important role in helping two protagonists in tackling their financial crisis, and therefore customers would want to seek help from Kcash. Moreover, the advertisement approach is to boost the self-esteem and self-awareness of the customer. As we all know that people who are in financial trouble often associate with low self-esteem and self-awareness. After watching the advertisement in which two protagonists pursue their dreams successfully, customers can be more confident on themselves in tackling financial difficulties with the helping hands of Kcash.
We think Kcash is facing four challenges. The first one is loan service is not a necessary service for everyone, so it leads to a small base of target customers. Secondly, people always have stereotype of loan services. They think that loan companies will use force or rude manner to get the money back. Moreover, society has prejudice of people who get loans. Sometimes they label themselves as useless and may feel guilty to family members and shame of themselves. People are labeled by others because others think that they are incompetent in making money or saving money, worrying that they will get loan from themselves one day. Hence, these two problems narrow down the loaning motivation of target consumers. The final challenge is customers try to avoid telling others that they have loaning experience. It may cause fewer sharing from actual user experiences or fewer referring of loan services to others. This challenge may cause the loss of potential customers. Our group have faced two obstacles. Firstly, Kcash has numerous short film advertisements, which is quite time-consuming for us to scan all useful and appropriate strategies. Secondly, we found that people may avoid telling others that they have experiences of getting loan, so that we are hired to collect data from new users for our questionnaire.
We discovered some technique that Kcash uses in the advertisement. First of all, they use peak technique, which is to raise listeners' curiosity and disrupt their automatic no response. In Kcash advertisement, the first line is, "I apologize. This is a financial commercial," which can raise the listeners' curiosities to look for the reason why there's someone apologizing to them. Also, they try to break the stereotype of financial advertisement. As we mentioned, the apologize may break the loans commercial's image of disturbing and annoying. The heartwarming scenes in Kcash commercial can also break the cognitive image of borrowing money would lead to losing your spouse and family. Well, breaking the stereotype would also make some changes on public perception, from bad impressions of financial companies equals to extreme ways of debt collection, to a more acceptable image of applying loan. It is because the society is more open and the public feels the stress from life and inflation. The commercials nowadays also emphasize the fast speed of getting money. Based on these changes, there are some influence on people's field of money. Positively, people who are in need would get help due to applying loan is more easier. but in a negative way. The commercials are promoting to grant a loan to shopping or traveling, would also promote a bad spending habit. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening, and the following is our reference.